Hi, first graders, it's Miss Rigby here, and I am here to reteach lesson 2-5 in our Envision math workbooks. You can find this lesson, it begins on page 103, and today we are learning to add in any order. So I'm going to start with the solve and share, and you're going to see that it says write an addition equation for the green and yellow cubes in each cube tower. How are the addition equations the same? How are they different? So let's take a look at this tower right here. And when I take a look at this tower, I notice there are green and yellow cubes. When I look at the tower next to it, I notice the same thing. Only the difference in this one is yellow is on top and green is on bottom. So they look pretty similar, only they are flip-flopped. I'm going to go ahead and grab a pen right here. And I'm going to start with this first tower, and I'm going to count the green cubes that I see. So I'd like for you to count with me. I see 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down here along the bottom. I'm going to write that I see 4 green cubes. If I keep going, I'm going to see how many yellow cubes I have. I have 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to go ahead and write that addend right here, which is 3. Now when I count all together, I'm going to use the strategy of counting on. And I know there are 4 green, so I'm going to count on from 4. Then I see 5, 6, and 7. So my entire tower is 7 cubes high. I'm going to take a look at the second picture, the second tower over here. And since yellow is on top, I'm going to start counting the yellow that I see first. And I see 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to go ahead and write 3 as the first number in my equation. And now I'm going to count the green on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I will write 4 in this part of my equation. When I add them all together, I'll once again use counting on. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 for a total of 7. So you'll see that these two equations have the same sum. Both towers equal 7. Both equations have the same sum of 7. The only difference is the flip-flopping, the way that they have changed the green from the top to the bottom over here, the yellow on the bottom to the top over here. So I know that 4 plus 3 equals 7 is going to be the same as 3 plus 4 equals 7. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and pause for a minute and get to our next page. So please go ahead and turn to page 104. All right, so I have turned the page to 104, and we're going to take a look at this picture up top here. It's another example of a way that we can add in any order. So when I take a look at this first model of cubes right here, I now see that they are using red and blue cubes to stack together or to push together. And when I take a look at this, I can see that there are 4 red and 2 blue. So when I look over here, I see 1, 2, 3, 4 red and 1, 2 blue. I see the same down here, only they are switched or flip-flopped in the order. So I see 1, 2 blue and 1, 2, 3, 4 red. Altogether, both towers or both models of cubes equal 6. When we write that as an equation, we have 4 red plus 2 blue equals a total of 6 for our sum, or 2 blue plus 4 red also equals 6 for our sum. So you can write 2 addition equations and they equal the same sum. I'm going to go down here to our guided practice, and I need to read our instructions right here. And it says, color to change the order of the addends, then write the addition equations. So for coloring, you're going to need markers or crayons or your colored pencils. And since number 1 has blue and orange, which happen to be really great colors because they're Bronco colors, I'm going to use blue and orange for my colors. Okay, so right here, let's count and see how many blue we have. I'm counting 1, 2, and 3. So my first addend is 3. Now for orange, I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm going to trace over the 4. And all together, if I count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I have a total of 7 cubes. Now let's see if I can switch my color to orange. Now I do not have orange up here, so I'm going to use yellow, but let's just pretend that this is orange. Unfortunately, I don't have that option right now. So this time I'm going to look at my model, and when I look at this first one, the blue is on the top and the orange was on the bottom. So now I'm going to flip-flop that. I'm going to change it so that the orange is on top, and I have 4 of them. So I'm going to do that on the top. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now I'm going to switch colors back to blue. And I'm going to put blue, my 3 blue, on the bottom. 1, 2, and 3. So on the top I had 4 yellow or orange, and on the bottom I had 3 blue. It still has the same sum of 7. So if you take a look at our equations, 3 plus 4 equals 7, or 4 plus 3 equals 7. Number 2 is another example, and number 2 has purple and green. So let's see if I have those choices. Oh, good, I do. Okay. So taking a look at this model of cubes right here, I'm going to count the purple first because it's on top. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to write that in our equation. That is 1 part. Plus, we have 1 green. 1 green equals 4 plus 1 equals 5 as our sum altogether. I'm going to switch pens to green now. And I'm going to color in this model, and remember, I'm going to turn it around. So in this model, green was on the bottom. Now I'm putting the green on the top and the purple on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. I bet you can color better than what I'm doing on the computer. It's hard to color in the lines on here. Okay, so we had 1 green on the top and 4 purple on the bottom, and all together that equals 5. So you can see that we can add in any order. We can add 4 plus 1 equals 5, or 1 plus 4 equals 5. Okay? There is a part right here. It says, do you understand? Show me. And it says, how can you use cubes to show that 5 plus 3 is the same as 3 plus 5? So I'm going to just draw a model to show that they are the same. So since I have purple, I will start with the first equation right here, 5 plus 3. So I will go 5 purple on the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to choose my favorite color, which is blue, for the bottom. So I had 5 purple, and so now I'm going to do 3 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. And that all together equals 8. So I'm going to do the same thing, only I'm going to flip-flop it. So I'm going to do 3 plus 5. So this time I'll put my blue on the top. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to put my purple on the bottom. 1, uh-oh, that didn't change to purple. Let me go over that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And once again, we have 8. So these two models are the same. They are just turned around. And that's a really cool thing that we can do when we add. We can add in any order. We can add the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top. We can flip-flop our addends, and it doesn't matter because we always get the same answer. We always get the same sum. So when you do your practice, you're going to go ahead and either in your book, you're going to complete this page, page 105, along with this page, 106. You're going to try your best and be tenacious and do your very best work. And you can either do these on Seesaw, or you can do them in your workbook and hold up your workbook pages to take a picture and turn it into Seesaw when you are all done. And as always, if you need help with anything, we can always meet during office hours, or you can ask for help with me. Okay. All right. Have a great day. Bye.